In the journey of life, we inevitably encounter a myriad of challenges and obstacles, each varying in intensity and complexity. While these hurdles are an inescapable part of our existence, what truly defines our path is not the obstacles themselves, but rather our perspective on them. This fundamental choice in outlook can be distilled into two distinct mindsets: fixed and growth. A fixed mindset operates under the belief that our abilities and character are immutable, predetermined by genetics and environment. This perspective views failure as a definitive statement about one's capabilities and potential. Conversely, a growth mindset embraces the idea that we can evolve and improve over time. It recognizes that our starting point doesn't dictate our destination and that setbacks are opportunities for learning and development. To illustrate the profound impact of these mindsets, let's delve into the compelling story of twin brothers who grew up in the shadow of alcoholism. In a groundbreaking study on the effects of alcoholism, researchers stumbled upon an intriguing case of identical twin brothers. These siblings shared not only identical genes but also the challenging circumstance of having an alcoholic father. Despite these shared foundations, their lives took dramatically divergent paths. One twin succumbed to the cycle of addiction, eventually becoming an alcoholic himself and finding himself homeless on the streets. In stark contrast, his brother emerged as a successful businessman who abstained entirely from alcohol throughout his life. Intrigued by this stark disparity, the researchers interviewed both brothers to uncover the factors that led to such different outcomes. The alcoholic twins' response was tinged with resignation. "Well, I grew up with an alcoholic father. Alcohol was in the house all the time, and I saw my dad drinking. So I guess it was natural enough that I became an alcoholic too." His words revealed a fixed mindset, one that saw his father's influence as an inescapable predictor of his own fate. On the other hand, the successful twin offered a strikingly different perspective. "Well, I grew up with an alcoholic father. Alcohol was in the house all the time, and I saw my dad drinking. So I guess it was natural enough that I swore I would never be like that, and so I don't drink." This response exemplified a growth mindset, demonstrating how the same circumstances could be viewed as a powerful motivator for change and self-improvement. The tale of these twins serves as a poignant reminder of the power of perspective. Both brothers began their journey from the same starting point, facing identical genetic predispositions and environmental influences. However, the paths they chose diverged dramatically due to their individual mindsets. The alcoholic twin, trapped in a fixed mindset, saw his father's behavior as an inevitable blueprint for his own life. He believed that his future was predetermined by his circumstances, failing to recognize the potential for change or the opportunity to learn from his father's struggles. This fatalistic view became a self-fulfilling prophecy, leading him down a path of addiction and hardship. In contrast, the successful twin approached his challenging upbringing with a growth mindset. He, too, was profoundly influenced by his father's behavior, but he interpreted this influence differently. Instead of seeing it as an inescapable fate, he viewed it as a powerful lesson in what he didn't want to become. This perspective motivated him to make active choices that steered his life in a completely different direction from both his father and his brother. This story underscores a crucial truth. While we cannot always control our circumstances or choose the challenges we face, we do have the power to choose how we respond to them. The key lies in cultivating a growth mindset, which allows us to see obstacles as opportunities for learning and personal development. It's important to recognize that mindsets are essentially beliefs, powerful ones, but beliefs nonetheless. This means that with dedication and effort, we can change and develop our mindsets over time. Simply being aware of the concept of a growth mindset and reminding ourselves that our intelligence and skills are not fixed, but can be developed, can lead to remarkable changes in our lives. Embracing a growth mindset doesn't mean ignoring our limitations or the reality of our situations. Instead, it involves acknowledging our current state while believing in our capacity for growth and change. It means viewing challenges as opportunities to learn and improve, rather than as threats to our self-image or abilities. Practical steps to cultivate a growth mindset include embracing challenges. See difficulties as opportunities to grow rather than as threats to avoid. Persisting in the face of setbacks. View failures as temporary and as chances to learn and improve. Seeing effort as a path to mastery. Understand that sustained effort is key to developing skills and achieving goals. Learning from criticism. Use feedback constructively to improve, rather than taking it personally. Finding lessons and inspiration in others' success. Instead of feeling threatened by others' achievements, use them as motivation and learning opportunities. By adopting these practices, we can gradually shift our perspective from a fixed to a growth mindset, opening up new possibilities for personal and professional development. In conclusion, the story of the twin brothers serves as a powerful reminder of the impact our mindset can have on our lives. While we may not always have control over our circumstances, we do have the power to choose how we interpret and respond to them. By cultivating a growth mindset, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities, learning, and personal growth. Remember, the choice between a fixed and growth mindset is always yours to make. Which will you choose?